Colorado Springs was set to open an isolation shelter this evening, but it was delayed. Rob picking up our coronavirus team coverage now.
Yeah, good evening, Elizabeth. And El Paso County health officials say obviously there are challenges that still remain, but they are seeing some encouraging data that all the precautions that we are taking are actually helping, and they're working to open that respite center, as you mentioned, to flatten the curve in the homeless population in particular. Our Andy Cohen has that story.
Whether it's the positive tests, hospitalizations, or even deaths, all of our local numbers keep increasing. But what gives encouragement to our local public health officials tonight is how quickly those numbers are doubling. It's taking longer than it used to, which suggests that all of these efforts are working. At today's media briefing over the COVID response in the Pikes Peak region, the objective remained the same: flatten the curve.
And the good news is that we're seeing our doubling time extend. You want that number to get bigger, and we're beginning to see some of those trends here.
With that goal in mind, the mayor announced plans to open City Auditorium as a respite shelter where those who are homeless can recover in isolation.
This shelter is absolutely vital in providing respite for these individuals while keeping our other homeless shelters safe and free of disease.
Several local charities are pitching in, providing staff, meals, clothing, and even rides to the hospital.
I want to make sure that folks know that this is not a medical shelter. This is simply a place for homeless individuals to respite in a home, like you and I would, should we come down with these symptoms.
The virus remains a threat, especially among those in long-term care facilities, places like nursing homes and assisted living centers. 5 of our local facilities have the virus, and at 3 of them, more than 1 person is sick.
We are continuing to work with all of our long-term care facilities, and we have been educating them on the protocols that are coming out from CDC, CDPHE, as well as to inform them about safety for their own staff.
It's why we're all being asked to stay home. And while our hospitals haven't experienced the surge in patients that other states have, the county is actively looking for alternatives should they need it. That respite facility was supposed to open this afternoon at 4 o'clock, but that had to be delayed because of an issue with insurance. The facility can hold up to 70 people currently, but it's big enough to grow to 100 people if it comes to that. Always watching out for you. Andy Cohen, News 5.